Hey guys, it's Daryl here. I'm trying to stick to my workout. I gotta take my own advice. It's getting awfully easy already to make excuses and on sleeping in and putting stuff off. And just a day or two ago, I made a video talking about how it's important to keep a schedule these days. And lo and behold, I got to take my own advice and push myself. 'Cause I find that little voice in my head making up excuses and reasons that I'm in too much pain and all this other stuff. So I personally, I know I definitely feel better doing something constructive every day, and especially help doing something to anything that feels like you're trying to that you're solving a problem or helping other people is a great feeling. Yesterday myself, I hit a low patch yesterday already. I wasn't expecting that. Because I know what to look for as far as inactivity and depression and stuff like that, and it snuck up on me. All right, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about. I was listening to Mayor Cuomo, the mayor of New York City, and he said a few interesting things. I believe him far more than I believe Donald Trump. I'll tell you why, as if I have to. Um, anyway, Mayor Cuomo talked about there's that he believes that there's thousands and thousands of people in New York City, a large percentage, I can't remember what it was, that he believes that it's already been infected and gotten over it and not even known they had it. I could see this as possible, like back in January or February, or me, as far back as January. And now these people have antibodies, and this is important. As far as if I were the leader, if I was Donald Trump, I would be looking into this because these people can then go back to work. They have like a built-in, their body is built up an immunity at this point, where they won't be carrying it or be able to catch it or spread it. And this would be, if I'm understanding this right, that they won't carry it or get it or spread it if they've already gotten it and built up some antibodies. What we need to do, I think, is create a test for these antibodies. This is what Mayor Cuomo was talking about, and it sounds like a fantastic idea to me to get the country rolling and get some of the people back to work and to keep things afloat. It sounds like a smart idea, not anything close to. Yesterday, Trump talks about he wants to see packed churches in 19 days on Easter. And our numbers around here are skyrocketing right now in Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Jersey, and the rest of the country. I cannot imagine in 19 days. I believe they call it an apex. They were talking about we haven't even hit the apex yet, and the apex is a lot higher up the top. And we haven't even hit that yet. Like I said, I'm no professional. I'm no mathematician. I'm no statistician. I'm no medical expert. But common sense would tell me if we're where we are today, with all the graphs going straight up right now, the numbers doubling every day, common sense would tell me that 19 days to sit thousands of people packed in a church would be would basically be suicide for the nation, for America itself. It would just that's what I think. That's my personal opinion. Rushing in that fashion, I think it'd be crazy. One of the best things I've heard recently, two people saying that Donald Trump hasn't shut anything down himself. I spoke about this yesterday, I believe. It's the governors. It's the governors of your state that tells you what's open and what's not open. Donald Trump hasn't shut anything down. When Wall Street opens, it's going to be Mayor Cuomo that opens up Wall Street and not Donald Trump. Thank God. But again, I see Trump rushing to making pronouncements that are just dangerous. That they get people's hopes up. They create false ideas. Just 17 or 18 days ago today, is when he was talking about we'd have it all that it would be down to zero. Just 17 days ago, he made that pronouncement that we're going to have it licked. 2-3 weeks, we're going to have it licked. It'll be down to zero. We've got it contained. Look where we are today. He was off, and he was off, as he would say, hugely. So, when he comes out and says basically the same thing for Easter, that we'll have it licked, we're all going to be packed in churches. Yeah, I think the more intelligent amongst us aren't going to buy that. After, he just, like I said, he just said the same thing 3 weeks ago, and it was so off and so wrong. It's just ridiculous. Saying that we'd have it licked. There'd be zero cases today. And what we have right now is we're not even near the apex, the top, and everything's doubling and tripling. The cases are doubling every 2 or 3 days in New York City. They're at 25 to 30,000 right now cases just in New York City. So I don't know. To me, Donald Trump has proven himself just completely unbelievable. Just a chatterbox of nonsense to me. How Trump supporters can continue to believe in this man, I have no idea. I have no idea whatsoever how that mindset works. I don't know if they just try to wipe it out of their head that he was completely wrong 3 weeks ago, that he's going to be right this time, though. I understand positive thinking. I understand being uplifting. But there's a difference between being uplifting and giving people false information and false hope. I think that's why people like Dr. Fauci so much, because he was telling the truth, but he was doing it in a way that didn't freak anybody out, didn't panic anybody. It was just the hard, real truth. And I think people ate that up, and they loved Dr. Fauci. And what did Trump do? He got rid of him. The one voice of reason and truth at the podium, and he's got to go. I don't know. Dangerous, weird days indeed. All right, I gotta get back to my workout. You guys stick to your routines, kick ass, do something constructive. Try to help other people. I saw a guy on TV selling art in a couple towns over and donating the money to hospitals and first responders, and I am going to contact him today and see if I could join him. All right, you guys have a great day. Stay healthy.